I mean, it's here and then it's gone.
And that's what the song does. It talks about, you're a boy and then you're a child and then you're a young man, then you're a man, and then it's like you got your own thing going on and you forget about your parents or whatever. So, I mean, it's an evolution.
And it starts out like they're little and running around. And then I was telling John Falk the other day, we just kind of kidding about it a little bit, but they're running around and all at once, one morning you're shaving and this tall human being walks in behind you and you're thinking, who is that guy? And you find out it's your son. I mean, and then it jumps at you from being little kids and learning to walk and learning to swing the bat for the first time or taking them to school for the first time. Now, all at once they're adults and they're moving on to college and doing those kind of things. So I kind of thought about that song a little bit and thought about the things that, looking back, and I'm not pontificating. I'm just saying these are some of the thoughts that came in. First one was in parenting is I expected our youngsters to respect their mother. And by doing that, it was important for me to respect the mother. And that was the one of the main lessons that we wanted to do. The other thing we never wanted in our family, Jackie and I, we never wanted them to think that drinking and smoking and doing those kind of things were going to make them a better person. They weren't going to be more popular. They weren't going to be more embraced by their friends just because they did what peer pressure told them they thought they would do. Always made a point of that. The other thing we did was, and this got this from my father, the lying, the cheating, and the stealing. If you are, as a parent, if you're not telling the truth and you're cheating on your income tax, what kind of lesson is for that? They're watching, they're seeing. And if it's all right for you to do it, then it must be all right for them to do it. And when kids would come home and they would talk about some problem, well, it's not my fault, it's someone else's fault. You start making excuses, you point fingers, you whine, you pout. Didn't accept that, didn't tolerate that. We run on our own gasoline, and we don't ever blame anyone else. We just make it right is kind of the message that we tried to send at parents. The other thing was, one we talked about this before, kind of learned it through Woody Hayes, really, is don't do for your children what they can do for themselves. You can do the Pinewood Derby some point in time. We'll tell that story. You can make those cars and you can whittle those babies out. You can put that little stuff on the wheels and they can come down fast. But that's not them. Let them do for themselves.